I was out here. I've been weeding up in this garden today, and I was looking around, seeing things coming up, and I thought when I finish today, because I'm going to be walking through the rest of the garden and go through with my deer fence, and I thought this would be a good time to talk about which plants that are really deer resistible, and that's not my word. If you guys get Brex, they just came out with their last catalog and their flyers, and they use the word deer resistible, and I thought that's pretty good because not every, they might be deer resistible, but when deer get hungry they'll eat anything. So I decided I would take the time today, or yesterday actually, and I looked up most of my plants, if not all of them, which are deer resistible and which are deer edible. And it seems like I only focus on the edible ones because I love all my plants, so I forget about how tolerant the resistible ones are. But I've been on this garden long enough to know that deer will eat anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through, walk around, and point to plants that are resistible and edible, and let you know if they've tried to eat them all. And I can say they have. So let's just do that. We're going to start up here. Right here is my creeping phlox, and it's getting ready to come out. You can see it, beautiful. It is deer resistible, but bad weather, I can walk through here, not where it's fenced. And you know, the fencing isn't real pretty, but you can see where they gnaw on it and spit it out. So they'll try it if they're really hungry and spit it out. The dwarf Alberta, they've never nibbled on it, which is wonderful. They don't care for fragrant things, and so my lavender, they won't. Primrose, they won't. The liriope, or I think that's how you pronounce it, the grass, they won't. I just planted hellebores, deer resistible. Now my daylillies that are coming up, they will eat them clear to the ground. They love to start eating them when they first see a bud. So you have to spray your perimeters. They are edible. Daffodils, no, they don't eat the daffodils. Your clematises or clematis, they'll eat them to the ground. The peonies, which I just, look at this, they're starting to come up. You can see the little red heads. They won't eat your peonies. They're too fragrant, which is wonderful to know. These are my squirrel lilies. I'm not sure about those. I have to check on that. But let's go on down in the garden. I'm going to take my list with me. And I'll take this with me. It's the last thing I'll do. Anyhow, so when you go through here, the globe arborvitae, they say they won't eat them. Now, in the front yard, we have globes, and I throw netting over them because I've noticed when they get hungry, they will chew on them. Pachysandra, no. Japanese maples, they will eat them. Edibles, edibles, edibles. Not my hardy geranium, no, but daylilies, yes. And they've been in the garden before where they've eaten the daylily tops off. Clematis, roses, never. They will eat the rose, they will eat the thorns, they will eat the flowers, they will eat the leaves. So if you have roses, you need to really protect them. And I just have a couple shrubs and the climbers. I don't need my list. When you look in this garden, tulips, oh my gosh. That's, if I don't spray and they get in here, you'll never see a bloom. Daffodils, no. So I probably one day will, when the tulips just quit doing, if they quit being vigorous, they're going to get taken out because they will be eaten. I'm looking at, let's come over here. My sedums, where did I see sedums? I believe sedums are not edibles. No, they are not edibles. Blueberries are, if you have blueberries. My ferns, no. Ferns, sedums, they will not eat. I have coreopsis over here. They will not eat. My ground covers, no. This is ajuga. They won't eat that, but they have chewed on this tree. This is an arborvitae, and because we've gotten the fencing in, at one time they had chewed this clear back, and you can see it starting to come out. So even though they say it's deer resistible, they have chewed our arborvitaes all the way up. Foxgloves. They are lamb's ear is deer resistible. Let's see, or what is it? Foxglove. I'm looking for foxglove. Oh, they won't eat foxglove. Of course, it's digitalis. That doesn't taste good to them. The irises they will not eat. Let's go through here. Catnip. I don't believe. Nope. Let's get in this bed. Daylillies, clematis. Painted ferns they will eat. I don't have one up right now, but that whole edge of the garden is painted fern over here. My painted ferns create a beautiful edging here, and they will eat them down along with, this is all a hosta bed. And if you have deer, you already know hostas are one of their favorite treats. Look, we have a daffodil. Oh, how nice. Yay. Yeah, I tell you, last week we had 60 and 70 degree days, and this week it's a little cooler, even a chance of snow. Over here, we're going to race back and forth. Sorry about that. We have, what else is over here? They will not bother your boxwoods, which is good. Ornamental grasses. Those are not edibles. Let's go. Let's see what we have over in this garden. We have daffodils. No. The ostrich ferns. No. They will not eat those. So when I went through this list, I realized I have a lot more non-edibles than edibles, but it's the edibles that I look forward to seeing that sometimes are disappointing, because my daylilies, I have quite a number of daylilies that I hate to see those eaten. The roses, I hate to see those eaten. That's another rose there that they would eat. We have had them. They say they don't eat junipers. We've had them nibble on the junipers when they've gotten in here. So I get out and I spray. Heucheras. Where are my heucheras? Which side are they on? Arbs, geraniums, tulips, basil, parsley, azaleas, hybrids, daylilies, heucheras. Nope, they will not eat the heuchera. Yep, they won't eat heucheras. Right there. And peonies they won't eat. I think I've mentioned that. Lavender they won't. Now, they love basil. They love parsley. They don't care for thyme. They will not eat it over there. I said lavenders. So I'm talking about putting some basil and parsley in this cutting bed around this rose. So I might have to be cautious about spraying that area. Clematis here they would eat. Anyhow, I know I've gone around quickly, but this is what I realize is I have a lot more non-edibles than edibles, and we probably all do. And I could do a non-edible garden, but I still want the plants that they like to eat. And so I'm willing to use my deer fence, which really works. And if you haven't tried it, you need to get out there and do it. So I hope that was helpful. And I'll try and put a few of the pictures of the plants that I'm talking about up on the video when I'm done. But I just can't stress enough how well this works. This really does work. I've used it for years and it's kept my deer at bay, but you still have to do it at least once a month, and that's what I'm doing today. So there you have it. Oh, English ivy they will eat. I don't have English ivy, or maybe that is a little bit of English ivy. If someone knows what this is. I forgot I had this. I always see the pachysandra, but that's it. The deer resistibles and the deer edibles. So I'll put the list of what I have, and trust me, if they're hungry enough, they'll eat anything. Thanks for watching. Gardening on the West Fork, Zone 6, Western West Virginia. We'll see you in the next video.